Welcome to Moon Mind. In this video, there is someone quietly living in your mind right now. You didn't choose them this morning. They appeared on their own. In the shower. On the drive. In that soft moment just before your eyes opened. And no matter how many times you've told yourself this is enough, the thought returns. Again. And again. This is not a failure of will. It does not mean anything is wrong with you. In fact, this pattern has been observed, studied, and understood for over 2,500 years within Buddhist teachings. A mind holding on to someone long after they've moved on. And suffering not because of the person, but because of the holding itself. Tonight, something begins to shift. Through 5 ancient teachings, we explore one question. Why does the mind refuse to release someone? And just as importantly, what actually allows that grip to soften? These teachings were once shared with people sitting just like you are now. Still. Listening. Carrying something quietly inside. They worked then. They still work now. Wherever you are in this moment. In a quiet room. On a late drive. Or lying in the dark. You are welcome here. Let your body settle. Let your shoulders drop slightly. Allow your breath to slow on its own. For the next few hours. There is nowhere else you need to be. Only here. Only this. Herb Story 1. The acrobat who lived in 2 worlds. Our journey begins in ancient India. A village marketplace filled with movement and sound. Vendors calling out. Children weaving through the crowd. Dust rising gently in the afternoon light. And above it all, nearly 60 feet in the air, a man stands balanced on a narrow bamboo pole. The crowd below has gone completely still. There is a kind of silence that only height can create. A shared awareness of how fragile the moment is. From the outside, he appears completely steady. Precise. Unshaken. In control. But inside, he is somewhere else entirely. His name is Ugasena. And for 11 years, his mind has been living with someone who is no longer truly there. He replays old conversations. He imagines new ones. He returns again and again to a version of a woman who once looked at him with warmth. But no longer does. That version exists nowhere in the world now. Only in the quiet loops of his attention. No one watching him can see this. No one in the troupe fully understands. From the outside, a man performs his role. From the inside, he may be living a completely different life. Crescent Moon where it began. Ugasena did not begin as an acrobat. He was born into a merchant family in the city of Rajagaha. A life already shaped before he could question it. His future was simple. Learn the trade. Continue the family work. Live within the structure built for him. It was stable. Predictable. Enough. Until something shifted. A traveling acrobatic troupe arrived in the city. For 3 days, they performed in the marketplace. On the first day, he watched casually. On the second, something changed. He was no longer watching the performance. He was watching one person. The daughter of the troupe's leader. There was something about her presence. Not just her skill. But the way she seemed fully alive in each movement. He couldn't explain it. But he couldn't look away. And when the troupe left on the 4th morning, he followed. Without a clear plan. Without a convincing explanation. Only with a feeling that would not let him stay where he was. He left a message behind for his family. Not because it would make sense. But because it was all he could offer. Then he walked. And did not turn back. Herb becoming someone new. The troupe did not welcome him with comfort. Only with honesty. If you stay, the leader told him. You earn your place. No guarantees. No shortcuts. Only effort. So he began learning. And learning as an adult is rarely graceful. It is repetition. Failure. Trying again. Balance cannot be rushed. The body resists danger. Fear does not negotiate. He fell many times. Enough that the others stopped reacting. They had seen this stage before. They knew. Either he would continue. Or he would leave. But he stayed. Not because it was easy. But because she was there. And as long as he was learning, he had a reason to remain close. Over time, something unexpected happened. Skill. Real, steady, undeniable skill. He became reliable. Precise. Trusted. Eventually, he was given the most demanding act. The bamboo pole. Climbing high above the ground. Holding stillness. Moving with control where one mistake meant falling. He became essential to the troop. Not because of passion. But because of consistency. Crescent moon arrival, and the beginning of loss. Eventually, he married her. For a time, everything felt right. As if the risk had been worth it. As if the years of effort had led somewhere real. There was warmth. Connection. Ease. He slept with the quiet satisfaction of someone who had arrived. But not all changes are sudden. Some unfold slowly. Quietly. Almost invisibly. The warmth began to fade. Not all at once. Gradually. So slowly that at first he questioned himself. Maybe he was imagining it. Maybe nothing had changed. But eventually, it became impossible to ignore. The way she looked at him shifted. Then the way she moved around him. Then the space between them. She did not leave. There was no dramatic ending. Only a subtle absence where something once existed. And that absence remained. The trap of the mind. She stayed. He stayed. But the connection that once held meaning was gone. And still, his mind continued. Holding. Replaying. Hoping. Rebuilding what no longer existed. This is the nature of attachment. The mind does not hold reality. It holds memory. And memory does not change when life does. So it tries to recreate. To recover. To return to something that has already moved on. And in doing so, it suffers. Not because of what is happening now, but because of what it refuses to release. Crescent moon, the moment of seeing. One day, high above the ground, balanced on the bamboo pole. Something shifts. Not outside. Inside. For the first time, he sees it clearly. The woman he is holding in his mind is not the woman who stands below. The past he is replaying is not the present he is living. The suffering he feels is not coming from her. It is coming from the grip. And in that moment of seeing, something loosens. Not forced. Not dramatic. Just a quiet release. The kind that happens when truth becomes undeniable. His body softens. His balance steadies. His mind returns to where his body has always been. Here. Now. The teaching. The mind holds on because it believes holding will preserve something. But often, it only preserves the pain. You are not suffering because someone remains in your life. You are suffering because the mind continues to return to what is no longer here. And the release does not come from pushing the thought away, but from seeing it clearly. Again. And again. Until the grip no longer feels necessary. Crescent moon reflection. As you rest here tonight, gently notice. Who appears in your mind? What version of them are you holding? Is it who they are now? Or who they once were? And what happens when you simply observe the grip? Without trying to force it open.